All right. Don't panic. I know what you're thinking. Oh no. Where's Lisa? Not 2 weeks in a row we have to listen to John's blabbering. No, you don't. She will be here, but she is running a little bit late, and I'm going to update you on what we've got going on here again, or in the beginning, and you'll understand exactly what's going on. Now, I got to ask y'all a question first, okay? Crazy in Love Asian is trying to mess with me already and talk about how we're waiting on John again. My clock says 8 o'clock, so stop it. I am not late. Thank you, Curtis Crump. Okay, so listen, Lisa will be here very soon. Again, got some updates for you, and it'll all make sense. But we're not to that part yet, to that update. First things first, this Sunday's video, I'm very excited about because it is going to be the video where I received the gift of a lifetime, a fish keeper's lifetime. The giver of said gift is with us in the chat here tonight, Whips World. He's always here because he's awesome. It was his doing. He collaborated with several others to make it happen, and it worked really, really well. And I was absolutely blown away. Absolutely no clue at all that it was happening. And it was very, very exciting. You may, in fact, even see a couple of the fish that we got in that gift. They might make an appearance behind us. They're both a little shy. They haven't quite warmed up yet to everybody else in the tank. So I don't know if they're going to make an appearance. But if you want to know what those fish are, Sunday's video is going to be showing all of that. And then, unless, excuse me, oh, I hope that's not a sign of things to come. Unless something catastrophic happens, the following week's video will be a big one because we are finally getting our first import of fish in here. In fact, we got some fish in here today, but they were not imported. They were from Carolina Aquatics, which is where I went a couple of months ago. Who knows when it was? I don't know. Look at the channel. It's there. I went to Carolina Aquatics and saw how they do things there. And we ordered a few fish from them just to kind of get things going, get things started. And we got those today. And Lisa is still taking care of those. She was like, I don't know why she said that. Well, one of us had to do it. She was like, just go do the stream. I'll finish this up and then I'll be in late. So, now when I say we got a few fish in today, I mean, it was a few fish. I mean, it was like 300 fish, but in the world of fish retail, that is a very, very small number. So she's handling that. And, she got a bunch of snails in too. And so she will be joining us later, or maybe she won't. I don't know. She plans to, unless something goes wrong, she will be here soon. And then, but the video for next Sunday is not going to be the fish that we got today. We'll show them in the video. But my plan is I'm supposed to be going to the airport. It's either going to be Wednesday or Thursday. I'm not sure. It might even be midnight Wednesday night. I don't know when it's going to show up. Actually, it won't be midnight Wednesday night because the cargo place is not open then. They close at 10 o'clock. But I'm going to take you with me by way of I'm going to film it. I'm not going to do it live. And then, putting them away and talking about what fish we got, why we chose to get the fish we got, all of this kind of stuff. That's going to be the following week's video. So unless something crazy happens, that's what the following Sunday's video is going to be. And then the week after that, I don't think it's going to be a Sunday video, but as of now, the plan for next Sunday's video, the next Sunday's video, or the next week's video, I don't know if it's going to be a Sunday video, is going to be the next video in the series of get ready to drink, Mr. Skippity Doodah, 3D printing a fish. And as a matter of fact, a little bit nervous because as we speak, the next fish that I am going to be, well, that I'm printing and then going to be painting and giving away to one of you is on the printer, printing as we speak. You want me to prove it? I'll prove it. Why? Because technology, or how? Because technology is a beautiful thing, and I can pull up a webcam that is inside of the computer, or inside of the printer, and I can show you. Now, if you watched the first video where I did the Oscar and gave that away to Joe Provenzano, I didn't give it to him in the video, but that's who won it and got it the following week. You're looking at that and you're like, well, that's not the same printer, John, that you did that Oscar on. And you're right. I'll be talking about that in the video too. It's very exciting. Got a new printer, completely different type of printer. And so the new fish is printing on that as we speak. And it's not going to be done till like 1 o'clock in the morning. So I'm not going to know that. I'll know that everything's going to be okay, but I don't know. Maybe it might be a late night tonight. That's all I got to say. Because I'm going to be like, I'm going to be anxious to know that everything went okay. Yes, everybody sees it. Resin printer. That's right. Now, if somebody can say what it is, then I'll be really impressed. And if you're familiar with the resin printing world, you know what that is. You know that brand because it's the only one that has that build plate. But anyway, we're not talking about 3D printing here tonight because then I'll be talking about that all night long. But again, what I will say is if everything goes to plan, it's going to be spectacular. The fish is going to be spectacular. I'm pretty confident that it's going to print great, even though I already tried it and it failed. But it's okay because I'm a beginner, so it is what it is. It's not bamboo. As long as it prints okay, I know the print's going to be fine. And my plan for painting it, if that goes well, it's going to be spectacular. The problem is this is a very sought after fish. It is a very beautiful, probably the most beautiful fish. And if it's not painted right, that's going to be tragic. So I got my fingers crossed that everything goes well, but I can tell you this, 2 weeks from now, if that video doesn't go up, it's because I bombed at the painting. That's why that happened. So we'll see. I got my fingers crossed. It is not Discus, although Discus would be one of the most beautiful fish in the world. And I think I will do a Discus one day because they'd be a lot of fun to paint. But this one's not Discus. It's even prettier than Discus. It is quite possibly the prettiest fish that's ever existed in the freshwater aquarium hobby. And a friend of mine owns one. And it's the exact one that I would want. And it makes me incredibly jealous. A couple people have guessed it. But I'm not going to tell you. Because that'll spoil the surprise. One thing I do know, though. Nobody guessed what kind of printer that was. Shame on all of y'all. But you can't tell. Looking at that, at what I showed you, you can't tell what it is. Because I can't even see what it is. Because we're not there yet. It's not to that part of the print yet. So I can't even tell if it's even printing okay. I'm a little nervous. That's subjective. I think the EBA is the prettiest. Well, you're wrong. The EBA, Electric blue acara is an absolutely breathtakingly gorgeous fish. It's beautiful, spectacular. Not as nice as this one, though. A biker would be amazing, and I plan on doing one at some point. I just got to get the right one. This one in particular, I was able to buy a file that somebody sculpted, and it's gorgeous. And I do have one for a pleco too, by the way, Curtis, but that's not what this one is. Anyway, it's going to be amazing if it all works out. So tonight's stream is all about whatever you want to talk about. That's how this goes every time. Y'all get mad at me because I talk about Superman and I talk about 3D printing and I talk about all the things that I love that are not fish keeping. You get mad at me. Well, give me something else to talk about, and then I won't talk about those things. How about that? The Polypterus one you were talking about with Joe. Platypus. Oh, platypus. I thought you were talking about Polypterus. Again, I would love to do one of those, but I just got to get the right file. What would be the least favorite fish you've kept? I can't say the Boudico fry because I've talked about that too many times in the podcast. Convicts. It was convicts because they're just a problem with the way they breed. Not everybody's heard this story, so I'm going to tell it. I had convicts back in like 1994 and they bred, and I was like, oh, that's the coolest thing ever. Look at all these little babies. They're so cute. It's amazing. And I ended up with like 150 convict fry, and there was nobody to give them to. There was nobody to give them to. There was no fish store that wanted them. There was nothing I could do with them. And I finally found a guy at work that was like, I'm going to start up a fish tank and I'll take them. And I don't know whatever ended up happening with those fish, but he took all of the fry, and then I swear to God, within 2 weeks, they did it again. And it was full of fry again. And that's why I would say it was my least favorite. Convicts don't get enough credit for how gorgeous they are. They are a really striking, really cool fish, but daggone it, do they have to breed like crazy. I mean, if you can get a couple of males or a couple of females that don't want to kill each other and not have all the breeding, they're spectacular. But it's the breeding part that's a problem. So, what are my favorite Corridora variety? I've fallen in love with the Venezuela. I know that that's a very common one, but I like very common things. I got a tank full of Oscars, yellow labs. Come on. I like simple things and common stuff. Sturbys, pandas, all of the ones that you can find at PetSmart. Those are my favorites. I love those. What is the red and white thing on my goldfish's head? Most likely a tumor. And there's also most likely nothing you're going to be able to do about it. I'm sorry. It's just going to look ugly. You can try to treat it. There's a lot of things you can try. You can look online and they'll give you every single explanation and all these different things to try. Whether you choose to invest the money is completely up to you. Getting some Venezuelan ones in my tank soon too. They're awesome. I love that orangey color on them. They're beautiful. Maybe you might see them in my tanks. Maybe you might see them on my website. Maybe that's why I love them so much. I have the Venezuelan Cories in with my lutefish. Lutefish? What the heck is that? And EBA. Is that like the rapper Ludacris? Is it his fish? Is that where it comes up? Where that came from? I have a wall of 12 tanks. Here she is. You did not. She's such a goof. She's not ready. Lisa's here, but she's not ready. I can't wait till you are ready because I'm going to put the camera on you so I can take my hoodie off. I'm not trying to do a striptease in front of everybody.
Oh, like you do at darts?
It is too... I apologize to everybody at Darts before I take my hoodie off, because you can't take a hoodie off without your shirt coming up too, and it's embarrassing. If you look like me, it's embarrassing.
You show your nipples.
Yep, because I don't wear a bra when we play darts. So what's the best substrate for bikers? Because your tank looks really good. Well, they are belly layers. So sand is going to be the best. There's no question about it. Mine is a very, very small gravel with sand mixed in it. And it's not a fine play sand. You would not want to do that, because they are going to go down there. Sometimes they're not going to dive down onto the substrate, but they'll lay on it. And then for some reason, they'll just take off and they'll stir up everything if you use play sand. Will you hurry up and get on camera so I can get this daggone hoodie off? I'm dying here. No play sand. Plus play sand, I mean, it's cheap and it looks good for a little bit. It's a huge hassle. I would not, I'm never going to do play sand ever again. I will do pool filter sand, or I will do the Carib Sea sand. I'm not doing play sand again, especially with the fish I like to keep. Ludafish is an EBA. Is that the name? Is that the name of your blue acara? Is that what we're talking about here? Don't they eat ludafish in Minnesota? Is that a real thing? What? All right. What is a ludafish? It's his name. Okay. See, now y'all are trolling, because so don't they eat ludafish? So Mr. Skippity Doodah is trolling me to make me look like a big dummy. I don't need any help with that. I do a great job of that on my own. Are you ready?
Not really, but okay.
I will bring you in first to make sure you're framed in. I'll take myself off for just a second so that you can talk to everybody and I can strip. Try not to get too excited.
Is my hair sticking up? It's windy today. Hi, everybody. I just got done putting away fish and stuff. Updating inventory for snails and all that stuff. So here I am. Oh, my hair's kind of funky.
Don't worry. I'm not going to have you have everybody look at us backwards. It would have taken 3 minutes before somebody would have said, it's bothering me that y'all are on different sides, because when I took me off and then added me back on, it had me on the other side.
It does happen sometimes. Oh, hey, I see everybody saying hi. Sharon and Dennis and
what snails did you get in?
I did get some of the Prambanon back in, more of the red racer, spiky, neorites, Batman, neorites, some of the basics that I keep on there anyways. So, and I do have more mystery snails that I put, well, I do need to update the mystery snails because I breed them, so I put up what I have available from breeding, but hopefully things will start really like ramping up with the mystery snails once we get everything in there like it should be, because I'm still kind of between in here and over there.
Yeah, finally. I mean, I think I might have personally myself, all by myself, I might have fixed our mini split system today.
Yeah, you did a really good job.
It broke entirely. It just wasn't working at all. And now it's been really warm. It's been in the 80s here the last few days. And then today, all of a sudden, it was like 53, which I understand. In the middle of March, a lot of my friends up north would probably dream of weather in the 50s. I get it. But we're not used to, I had my shorts on.
It was 85 degrees 2 days ago. It was 85 degrees. And then it went down to like 30 yesterday. And the wind came through and we were like, I thought there was a daggone tornado.
Do you know how nervous I'm getting?
Yeah.
Because that falls, it's done. And I'm not making you another one. I'm not doing it.
I'm going to go put her away.
Good. We have 3 inches of snow coming tonight. Oh, I am so over the snow. I'm so over the cold. I'm so over the wind. I don't think we're ever going to be able to get rid of the wind because we live out in the middle of nowhere, but
She's shedding. I look like I just, yeah. I got hair on my lips.
that's why I don't want them in here because they're all, Carl would be up my butt. You and Prime, Whip, you and Prime didn't stream yesterday. Bro, ruined my morning and I got grumpy the rest of the day. Yeah, Jason I'm not going to say where he is because I don't know if he's made it public, but with the paparazzi and with all of the stalkers and stuff that would be going to where he is right now. But he is on vacation at a place that I would love to be at right now. And
there it is. I got that.
But he is flying home
soon.
Tomorrow. He told me. He was texting me like 2 days in a row. And I was like, dude, aren't you in paradise right now? Like, why are you texting me?
Because he misses his best friend.
I guess so. But he texted me yesterday. He was at a store at this beautiful, majestic place that he's at. And they had Drakkar and Polo, the colognes.
They still make that?
Yeah. I was like, oh my God.
I remember you all talking about that on Tank Talk.
Yes.
And didn't he still wear it or something? Or
I don't know. I think he said he still has it. But they had it brand new in the box there. Drakkar Noir. Everybody, if you're old enough to remember that cologne, you are old enough to be a good friend of mine.
That was so popular.
In the 90s, forget about it. If you didn't wear Drakkar, Obsession, Eternity, or Polo, you might as well stay home.
I remember my grandmother always putting on Oil of Olay lotion, and it's back when it came in the bottle that big and it was pink and it just said like Oil of Olay. Nothing fancy. There wasn't like 10, 15 different kinds of Oil of Olay. It was just in a little bottle and it was pink, and I'll never forget that. So
don't know how we went from Drakkar Noir to that, but
health and beauty.
It's true. I need to thank Graystokes 9759 for the 5 gifted channel memberships. Thank you so much. And I don't know why I said Graystokes when it's clearly Gary Stokes. Sometimes words come out of my mouth. We're not going to talk about words coming out of the mouth. I'm not going to make fun of you in front of thousands of people.
I did 2 different words.
She said 2 funny things today that just make me, she's just so adorable. That's why I married her.
If I can't think of the word, I make it up.
It's so true.
So he figures it out and then laughs at me.
I can't talk about the one from yesterday because that involved a very serious situation. But what was the one you did today? You just now you did it, like before I came out here. There was a funny one.
Unanimous.
Oh yeah, that's the one. But anonymous is what you were looking for.
It was close.
Yeah. Tesla Killdozer said, "Good evening, John and Lisa," with the $11.56 super chat.
Awesome.
Thank you for that, my friend. Then Danny Thomas with the $5 super chat. "I'm breeding a Pistogramma Baneshai." I think that's how you pronounce it. "It's my first time breeding fish. I 4 fry from Lowell's Fish Lab in a 14 cube. What are tips for first time breeder?"
I've never bred the Epistos. I've had the Epistos, but I've never purposely bred them, so I don't have any tips for that.
The best tip that I can give you, nobody likes to hear this because everybody thinks they're going to want me to say like, oh, you should do this to your water and you should add this thing to your water to make them breed faster. No, forget about all of that. You've already researched all that. Otherwise, you wouldn't even have the fish. I'm going to tell you now, start, even though you don't have any fry yet, start your plan of what you're going to do to get rid of them. I don't mean get rid of the breeders. I mean, when you have the fry, where are you going to sell them? I know you think you know, but look into that deeper. What are you going to do if you get overrun with these fish like we did with the guppies? It becomes a problem. And then it takes the fun out of it. I'm telling you, that's why this is the piece of advice that I would give you. Have a plan, whether it's going to swaps or, auctions at your local fish club, or don't just automatically assume, well, if I have too many, I'll give them to the fish store or I'll sell them to the fish store. That doesn't always work. Apistos are really popular with fish dorks like us. For the average fish keeper that's been keeping an aquarium for 18 months or less, they don't even know what an apisto is. So you can't expect them to want to go in there and buy out all the apistos at the fish store. So this is I'm not saying it's a bad choice of fish to breed. It's a really cool choice because not a lot of people breed them.
Yeah, I like them a lot.
But it's not as sought after of a fish like guppies and angels and stuff like that. So like you can't sell enough angels and guppies to fish stores. They'll always gobble those up. But apistos is a more selective crowd that's looking for those. So have your plan of how you're going to get rid of those fish. You're welcome.
How did I get poison ivy?
You didn't.
Yes, I did. See?
Oh, that's just a
No,
bump.
it itches really bad. And it's
Well, stop
popping up
itching it.
like a bubble. You know how I get poison ivy.
How did you get it through your hoodie?
Obviously, it was before I was wearing a hoodie. Duh.
I guess so.
It's so easy to catch it from animals. Like the cat maybe rolled around in it, and then anyway, sorry.
My mystery ray snails are dying. Why? Now, motionless.
Wait.
I think it's hilarious to say motionless.
I mean, that's a hard question to answer because I don't know like what size tank you're keeping them in. Like when I say that, meaning like that doesn't always really matter, but I don't know what fish you have with them that maybe are picking on them or your water parameters. I'm not sure. I do know that sometimes, or a lot of times, you can speed up their life if your temperature's too hot. They won't live as long if they're constantly in hot water. They live a little bit less. They don't even live that long to begin with. As far as lifespan is only like a year and a half or two. So if they're in really warm water, they might die a few months sooner than if they were in temperatures around like 74 or 71, the right food. They definitely need calcium. They need protein. They need vegetables, not just, they're not in there just to clean your tank. So they do need other supplements. You never want to put salt in the tank if you are putting salt in there for some reason to treat something that might have broke out in your tank. But again, there's a lot of reasons. So maybe one of those helped. I hope.
Sorry, but I can't read lips. What does that mean?
What?
Nobody else is complaining that they can't hear Lisa?
Oh.
Is that just being a jerk? Is that all that is?
I don't think so.
Turn your volume up.
Stop.
That's all you got to do.
No. She's really nice. She's not being a jerk.
I'm being silly. I'm always silly. I always break balls. That's what I do. Don't take offense.
Is my volume, is it hard to hear me?
It's always because you have the microphone so far away. You don't have microphone discipline.
I don't know. Hagen Hill Design said we can hear her fine.
Yeah, see? But her voice is very, very
She
dainty.
said, but if I turn up the speaker, John is too loud.
Well, then, you listen. You expect life to be perfect? I mean, come on. We can't expect to have everything we want.
I think it's just because I do have a much softer voice than you.
Our microphones are at the exact same volume, and they're actually, they're both too loud because they pick up a lot of the background noise. It's the only way I've ever been able to get it set to where I'm happy with the end result. But my voice is just naturally louder than hers, and it just is what it is. She has a little dainty, little girly voice, and I have a thunderous, annoying, talk way too much voice.
Yeah, this is facts. Can I just show real quick? I have to show you all what John made me.
People are going to get mad, but go ahead.
Oh, I need to wait till 9:30.
No, go ahead.
I'll wait. No, I'm waiting until 9:30.
You can't do that now. You already teased it.
All right. Y'all, when I was younger, I had something that it was a toy because it was like my favorite movie of all times. And I had this toy for years growing up. I even saved it when I was not quite an adult. I moved out. But I left this toy behind because I just didn't have room to take it with me. And I guess it was like in my mom's eyes up for grabs, you know. It didn't matter. I didn't want it. I left it. So she gave it to her dog, her Rottweiler. And I remember going over one day and I was like, oh, what is he doing with that? You know, because that was so special to me. But I did leave it. So, whatever. But I always liked that toy. And I told John, you know, that story lots of times. You know, I'm like, I can't believe my mom gave that dog my toy. So he made me one. Not the toy, but the figure of the toy. It doesn't make the same noise as the other one does. It actually doesn't make any noise because it is a 3D print, but it's just the coolest thing ever. Isn't he cute? I love Gizmo. He's so cute. But anyways, I even have him sitting, well, not right now, obviously, because he's here, but he has a little spot in the living room on the shelf so I can look at him all the time. So, yeah.
All that buildup and you only showed him for 2 seconds. That's kind of trifling.
But I think everybody got, isn't he cool though? For real? Like, look at the eyes. Those eyes are perfect.
I must say I did a pretty daggone good job on those eyes. Eyes are the hardest thing in the world.
He did so good. I just was like, when I saw him, I was like, I just want to hug him. Like, I just want to hug him. He's so cute.
She did hug him too. And I was sitting there going, ooh, the paint just dried. Oh, man. But people are saying closer. Well, okay, only one person said closer. But can you make an Alf? I probably could. Oh. There's probably a file for that out there.
Emma said that she said that's awesome. I won a giant gizmo at the fair. I bet that's really cool. A giant gizmo.
The next one I'm going to do for her is not a Mogwai, but the Gremlin. And it's the one in the movie theater that's flashing with the cigarette and the sunglasses.
Yeah, he's awesome.
I'm making that for her next. So, well, I don't know about next, but that's on the list of things to do for her.
Yeah.
Can you make a Spider-Man Noir? Yeah, I sure could. Somebody's probably going to put one out soon because that show's coming out. So it'll be easy to get a file for that one. I love the ears, just like an Oriental cat. The ears are what make Gizmo, I think. And they were not easy to paint because you're supposed to look like flesh. It's very weird.
Way he talks. Like, Mogwai.
Yeah.
I watch that movie every year at Christmas.
You do no such thing. I've never seen you, 17 years we've been together, I've never seen you watch that movie.
Do you hear the poop coming out of your mouth? I watch it every year.
You watch it alone in the bathroom or something.
No, I watch it in the living room.
All right.
While I'm wrapping Christmas presents.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm making my American Werewolf in London one before I make your Gremlin. Because I just made your Gizmo.
I know.
So I got you satisfied for a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to take care of myself. This is getting weird. So let's move on.
But you're making the Karate Kid right now.
I am. And the Eric Draven and the David Cornsweet Superman. And yeah, I mean, you know, what are you going to do? Captain America. General Zod. I could keep going. These are all things that are in the works. Nebula, they're all in the works.
Yes.
But we're not allowed to talk about that. I seriously try not to, but it just happens, and I can't help it.
Yeah.
What happened to Lisa's discus tank? I'm going to answer that for you because you're sick of talking about that.
Wow, it's been many years.
Our water here is just not discus water. We knew it from the moment we moved down here. Picture this, being in this room. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. You have me, Whips World, Eric Furlow, and Eddie, bless him. I don't remember his last name. Everybody's good people. We're all here. They drove here from all over the world to help us. And the only fish that we had any problems with whatsoever were Lisa's discus. Now, they didn't die. They were okay that night.
Weren't happy.
But they were definitely, like, they were protesting big time. And then over the course of the first year we were here, they just started one by one, started falling off, and it sucks. But our water is gargantuanly hard here.
Yeah, they did really good in King George, that's for sure. They did really good.
Yep.
But, you know, what does really good here now is
Live bearers.
yeah, guppies, African cichlids, angelfish, all your hard water fish.
I mean, everything does fine here. We don't know that we can't keep discus here.
Mean,
I think if we got babies, we'd be fine. But
I have wild caught Sinipa, I call them Sinipa red pencilfish, and they require softer water. So I just kind of made it as natural as possible with catappa leaves and, you know, stuff like that. Threw in botanicals and everything, and I even have babies in there now. So,
all right, so Whips World's in trouble. He thinks he can get away with anything now because of what he did for us last week. Hey, John, when Thor and Superman fight and Thor destroys Blue Boy, I prefer Big Blue, thank you. How sad will you be? Sorry, Lisa, he said we could ask him anything.
oh,
I wouldn't be sad because it wouldn't happen. Wouldn't happen. And that's all I have to say about that. Because you're trying to get me in trouble.
that's all you had to say about that?
That's right.
Nice.
Until somebody asks me about it again. Crazy and Love Asian with the $5 super chat. Sorry for the shenanigans, John. But how did I know it's the Asian arowana? How did you know? But here's the question. If I were to breed guppies for a fish food, is that cruel? Absolutely not.
As long as you, wow, I accidentally did that.
Lisa had a little population control go on.
Well, if I thought I was being smart by putting something in there with them because it was smaller, and yeah, until I saw it do it. And then I was like, nope, you're not staying in here. It's one thing if you do it behind my back when I'm not watching, but when you're in my face, just taking out the little baby guppies in front of me, I'm not okay with that. It's, you know, fish being fish, but still.
Make RO water. No, I'm just not willing to do that. I mean, if she wanted to do it, she could. We have an RO and 150 gallons of storage. We have not had problems with any other fish other than those discus. I'm not kidding you. Everything we've got, we've been fine with. Mm-hmm. Whether they're fish in the barn, fish in here, it's only those discus that we had a problem with. So
I might take what do you call it? What's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
Try it again.
Oh.
Yeah, I might try it again.
Roll the dice. That sounds good. That always sounds fun.
Just not yet. I want to wait until we're kind of just things aren't so, because a lot of the tanks right now are perfect, in my opinion, to not have to, like, you know, have crazy maintenance and everything. It's a little easier, so.
You know, I mean, well, we do kind of need that tank now, don't we? I mean, that.
I had big plans for that tank.
Yeah, you do. But anyway, back to Crazy in Love Asian's original question about the breeding guppies for food. I feel like if you are somebody who wants to feed live fish to your fish, I think it's the best way to do it. I wouldn't do it because I don't know why you would. I don't care what anybody says. A small guppy is not more nutritious than a bunch of brine shrimp. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand the appeal of wanting to do that. But if you're somebody that wants to do that, I would have absolutely no issue with that, especially when the alternative is to go to the pet store and buy the gray guppies. And no, that's a terrible idea.
Anything from the fish store that's labeled as feeder fish,
Right.
because they're diseased, and all you're going to do is end up killing your own fish. So you're better off, if you had to do it, to do your own. I mean, you know, it's really, I don't know. I personally wouldn't do it, but if you had to do it, then that's the way to go. So
You wouldn't do it because you and I are ridiculously soft when it comes to that kind of thing.
yeah.
I can watch videos of people dying all day, but if I was to watch a video of a fish get eaten, I'd be like, oh, it's just, that's me. I'm really weird when it comes to that. I am so excited right now.
Why? Did somebody
We have
ask about
somebody in our chat.
Superman again?
No, we have somebody in our chat more than eager who I always get very upset because she asks questions
Oh.
and I don't know the answers to them.
Aw.
But today she's asked a question that I do have the answers to.
Yay.
Will we have Hillstream loaches? I just love them. I remember Lisa describing them something like a stingray and a catfish had a baby.
Yeah.
It's true, they're cute. Anyways, happy Friday, John and Lisa. It's very true. She did say that.
you.
I've said it too. It's like a stingray and a pleco had a baby. They are adorable, and we probably will because they're awesome. I'm just going to be straight up with you. They're not in this import that we have on our way to us, but it's on the list of fish to bring in because they are very functional and they're also super cool to look at. So, yeah. And if it was up to me, I would put Hillstream loaches in a tank before I would bristlenose plecos or any ancestris. I know that's blaspheme to a lot of people, but I think plecos are ugly. That's part of the thing that makes them cool. Hillstream loaches are just cool. They're not ugly cool. They're cool. People look in there and they'll be like, is that a teeny tiny stingray? Like, that's what's the best about them.
Yeah, they're adorable.
Breeding guppies as fish food is okay with me. I've been doing that. Well, that's a relief that it's okay with you. Whew. We were very much wondering that. You should daisy. I'm breaking balls. Don't get upset. German breed them in hard water. They get then they were German Discus. They were Stenkers.
Oh yeah.
But we bought them as babies, and
I bought them twice as babies, actually.
and they were raised in one type of water, and then we came here, and the water's very different, and it was just too much of a shock for them.
But I also got another batch of babies when we moved here, and they didn't make it.
They were the same ones?
They were the Centerums, but
That's right.
Yeah, so they all ended up not making it, which was so weird. I was so upset about that. Because they had gotten pretty big. The ones had gotten about that big. And I just love the Santarums because they have that, they're more brownish red.
Why am I drawing a blank on what the first ones were?
Santarums. I only bought Santarums. It's the only thing I ever kept.
Well, then how come when I said, were they the same ones, you said, they were Santarums? I'll rewind it and show you.
Oh, I thought you meant the same batch.
No, the same fish.
Yeah, they were the same fish.
Why has it got to be so confusing?
I don't know. Why'd you make it confusing?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I would love to get that Oscar hoodie, but they're sold out. Yeah, and I don't know that we're going to get them again this year because the weather's starting to break.
Yeah.
And everybody has already accumulated all of their hoodies for this year. I got more hoodies this year than I ever have.
Oh,
I got three for Christmas.
Yeah.
I got one from Uline. I've gotten so many hoodies this year, and I love them. I love hoodies. But it's funny because I'll still wear the same one for like a week. You do it too, so don't you pick at me. Not you, Lisa, but you watching, you do it, and you know you do it.
I swear sometimes I think they're going to walk away when you put them down. And then you put them all in a pile, and I have to, like, put them together because you put them all over, and I'm like, ugh.
She's acting like she does my laundry.
I don't do your laundry, but I got to clean up after you.
I always buy hoodies. I love hoodies. I got 2 Superman ones this year. I got a Carhartt one this year.
I got you that.
You got me the Carhartt one, yeah. And I love that one because it's really big. You got me one last year, too, the bright orange one.
I didn't I?
I guess that's part of the deal now. I get a Carhartt hoodie every year.
Just like the boys get Nike socks.
That's true.
It's been a tradition. So funny.
Any tips or tricks on getting pictures of sneaky plecos? L236 super white, but he's only comes out when it's the middle of the night. Link for night vision goggles. When it comes to plecos, no, I don't have any tips for you. Because they are so... all they do is hide. And they come out when you're asleep. And it's dark. So what are you supposed to do?
Ours.
Well, not a common pleco. Common plecos just do whatever they want to do. But Ancestris, the little ones, they kind of hide all the time.
I forgot what kind I have, but I have a couple different kinds, and they're like that too. Like there's the one that I forgot I even had till it came out one day. I was just like, what the heck? And then the one that passed away in a guppy tank during the freeze. I didn't even realize that one was still in there until it came out, and it was like, I'm cold.
Recommendations for a canister filter on a 300 gallon. Brother wants out of the sump life. Curious on your take.
The FX series.
Yeah, a 300 gallon. I love the new Mega Filtra. I love it a lot. I don't know yet how much tank that filter can handle because they're still so new. I know for certain that an FX6 can handle a 300 gallon tank by itself. So that's what I would do. Now, if you want to distribute water better and have an outlet on both sides and you don't want to do some DIY nonsense where you're splitting your filter and all of this crap, and you want to get 2 canisters, 100% I would recommend the Mega Filtra. I love that one. I love the Mega Filtra. I love the Fluval series. I don't sell either one of them, so I'm not trying to sell you on anything. But I love both of those. I also love the 07 series from Fluval, but your tank's too big for those. So we don't even need to talk about those. But getting out of the sump life, I'm with your brother. I would do the same thing. I would take them all out of here if I could. Just because they're loud. Not because they don't work. They work extremely well, but they're loud. So that's all.
Mountain Lioness said, John, I need a Pink Panther from your printer, please.
A Pink Panther.
That's so random.
Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. I love
like
that.
Pink Panther. Yeah, that's cool.
Since you've been creating DC superhero, hey, see, I don't do this. This happens. It's not my fault.
Not your fault.
Just a thought. Have a shelf of Justice League versus Legion of Doom. I love that. I have almost every member of the Justice League already. I've done Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and Flash. I still need to do Aquaman, Green Lantern, Cyborg, but they're coming. I don't know that I'll ever do a Cyborg because I've never been a huge Cyborg guy, but definitely Aquaman and definitely Green Lantern. So
Aquaman. Yeah, definitely Aquaman.
And as far as the Legion of Doom, I would love to do that too. I like to do villains just as much as I like to do the good guys. So,
yeah.
Although I've only done one bad guy, haven't I? And Voldemort's the only bad guy I've done so far.
Is that the bald guy?
Yeah.
With the wand?
Yep.
Oh.
Do you know John Daly? No, but I sure would love to.
He sounds familiar.
He's a golfer. And he's only like what appears to be the coolest person on the planet.
Well, I think he's in here. His name is at Daily Fish Co.
Well, there you go.
All right.
Look at that. The boy from Arkansas is here with us. The guy that can hit the ball far. The guy that was the monster hitter before Tiger Woods even hit puberty is in the chat with us tonight.
He
How
said
about
that
that?
it's his dad.
Get out of here. You're out of your mind. No, that's not your dad. If that's your dad, me and you need to talk because I want to hang out with your dad. I've seen John Daly's son before in videos. Are you that one? No, you're not. Come on. Stop it.
He said it is. That's hilarious.
If you're not funnin', I am a big fan of your dad. If you really are John Daly's son, I'm a tremendous fan of your dad. Just so he knows. You want to send him this, let him know. I don't think he's going to care all that much, but...
Let's see here. Jennifer Anderson. What about X-Men, Beast, and Mystic?
It's
I like
Mystique.
Mystic.
It's Mystique. But
Mystic, like Mystic Falls.
one of the Patreons that I follow just released a Cyclops with Jean Grey, and it's the Phoenix Must Die cover. And it's really cool. Not really high on my list of prints to do, but I love X-Men. I absolutely love the X-Men, and I probably will be doing some. Listen, there's nothing that's off the table. I love doing this stuff, and I'll do one of John Daly because he's awesome, and he hits the ball a mile, and he drinks beer on the golf course while he's playing. Maybe he doesn't anymore. I don't know. I don't really know what he's up to now, but I saw a video with that one guy recently. It was within the last couple of years. DeChambeau, I forget his first name. Awesome YouTube channel. I saw a video with him with John Daly, and I believe he was still indulging in adult beverages, and it was so fun to watch. So,
Ted Riggs, definitely Jason Momoa.
What? Oh, which Aquaman I would do?
I answered it for you.
Well, she would make me do Jason Momoa, but
That's the only one there is.
I don't have. I mean, I did not dislike him as Aquaman. I thought he was really good, actually. So, no problem at all.
David Contact is asking how much to find out when fish are coming. Thank you for the super chat.
They're coming next week.
Yeah, they're coming next week. They won't be on the website next week because, of course, we have to quarantine for a while. So just know we're getting there.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to be in our system for a bit before, and this is all going to happen in real time. So everybody will know when the fish go live on our site, you're going to know how long we've had them. If you've been following along, if you watch the videos, you're going to know when we get them, and you're going to know how long we've had them before they go up for sale on the site. There's a weird psychology behind this, and I don't understand it, and it's a humongous mistake. But I have not spent any time actually putting fish on the site yet, because it's just weird to not have them. Like, well, I want these, so I'm going to get... No. Like, I have to actually have them. But it's really good that we're going to be quarantining them and we're going to have them in our system for several weeks before they go on the site. It gives me those several weeks to get them on the site and have them all done and ready and all of that. So I'm not going to show any of that on videos because that would be incredibly boring. But after we get the fish next week, I'm going to immediately start putting them on the site, but they won't be visible on the site until we actually launch the whole thing. So
be inactive.
Importing fish brings along all kinds of challenges.
Yes.
And it would be absolutely irresponsible of us and any fish retailer, and I don't know any fish retailer that does this, to immediately turn fish around and sell them to you. I'm not saying that as if I'm pointing at somebody in particular that does that and they should be ashamed. No, I don't think anybody does that. But I know we're not going to do that. I hope that makes sense. Yeah. I mean, we're going to keep them in for a bit. And if we have any problems, it's not going to be you that has the problems. It'll be us. I hope that makes sense.
Yes, my guppies will be for sale because I've got so many guppies. I might as well sell them, right?
And I'm pretty sure we're going to call them Lisa's guppies.
Just Lisa's guppies. At this point, that's what they are. They are generations of Lisa's guppies. So,
on behalf of John, my alcoholic father, the golfer, now you're just being silly, aren't you?
Yeah.
That would be really cool. I mean, listen, if my last name was Daly and it was spelled the same way as John Daly, I'd be telling everybody he's my dad too. But then everybody would be like, he ain't old enough to be your dad, but still I'd say it.
Right.
Because I think John Daly's probably only a few years older than me. If he's even older than me at all. I'm going to look it up. He has to be older than me, but not by much.
Yeah.
I'm going to look it up right now. So you better, let's see. He is 59. Okay. So he's 7 years older than me.
Oh. Yeah.
And I'm going to find out right now. Let's see. Oh, he's had a lot of wives.
Oh.
Children, John Daly II, spelled differently than you, sir. And see, I didn't even know this. His last name is spelled D-A-L-Y. So you are trolling, but you've had fun with it, haven't you?
Yeah.
And I don't blame you. Again, I used to tell people, yeah, my Henry Hudson is my ancestor. And, the one that the river's named after, I didn't know that to be true. I just said it because that's the same last name as me. I thought there was a little fishiness going on there, no pun intended, because I didn't think his last name had an E in it.
You want to hear?
I'm on to you.
When I went to take the cats to get spayed and neutered last week at the PETA-mobile up there, I said my name and he said, can you tell me your address? Because we have 2 Lisa Hudsons that come here. And I was like, go figure.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it is a very common name, but it's just funny that, yeah. I was like, can you bill her too? Just kidding.
I have proof John Daly is my pops too. Yeah, your dad's name's probably John.
Because it's a common name. John is common too.
My kids have proof that John Hudson is their dad. I mean, but somebody that spells their last name John, spells it Hudsin, wouldn't be my kid. Anyway, it's been fun, but you are a rascal.
Jerry said, yay for Lisa's guppies. I finally got a tank set up where they thrive, and I'd like to add more variety. Jerry, I did get 2 more other kinds of guppies in, by the way. What?
Tony said, Happy Gilmore is my dad.
That's hilarious. But yeah, they're doing good. I want to get them to breed and then go from there. I'm really excited about them, though. They are not Lisa's guppies. They're another kind. I'm sure you'll like them.
I just turned up Lisa's volume a little bit. You're going to regret it because it's going to be so loud in the background, but I did that.
I promise I won't laugh. That'll make everybody tune out. They'll be like, I can't.
I have an idea. Tank mail. This is a $9.99 super chat from Stephen Alexander. We email videos of our tanks with a story, and you pick a few to show on live.
I've done that before.
Or spam virus risk too high. I'm full of S word and ideas. Yeah, we have done that before, and it was fun.
It was fun.
Every idea we have, or should I say I have, because I come up with ideas all the time that just don't seem to work out. Every idea I have it runs its course so fast.
True.
The segmented live streams, after about 4 or 5 weeks, we were like, this is terrible. People hate it. Nobody's happy. Nobody's enjoying our live streams. We have to get over it. The list videos we rode those for 2 years, 2.5 years. They were great, but eventually things run their course. And the member streams that we were doing, bringing people in, you have to understand. I love Curtis Crump, Jerry Goebel, all of the people that were regulars are great. And I had so many fun conversations with all of them. We had fun conversations with them. But nobody wants to see the same people every week. My idea was we'd be bringing people in every week. It'd be new people. And in the very beginning, there was so many people, and then it just died. Like nobody was emailing anymore wanting to do it. And so again, ran its course. And I hate that because I want to find something we can stick with for a while.
That was a cool thing they did. John really liked my longfin cherry barbs. It made my whole day. Emma, I love them so much. I bought some, and they're beautiful. And they're in my 125 with my angels and my Coste Tetras, and they just make the tank. They're amazing.
In an interview, Henry Cavill said his nephew was telling everyone in kindergarten his uncle's Superman. I saw that interview, and it is hilarious because his uncle was Superman. I mean,
the teacher told his mom. What a mean teacher. I
believe that is what happened. Like the teacher told his mother, and his mother was like, no, you don't understand it. His uncle is Superman.
Yeah.
So that was really funny. There is not an interview with Henry Cavill that I have not seen. I promise you, because I'm obsessed with that guy. I know it's weird, but it's true. He has a new movie coming out with other people in it, and it looks really good. I almost sent you the trailer.
With other people, I can't imagine how wonderful of a movie that must be with other people in it.
I thought I sent you the trailer. And said, we got to go see this.
I don't know.
It's whatever Henry Cavill's new movie is that's coming out. It looks really good. And no, not the Highlander. I'm talking about the movie.
Whoa,
he's got a movie out.
Wasn't it? Didn't you tell me Conan is coming out?
See, I think I might have been wrong about that. I don't know. I saw a thumbnail on YouTube that was a new Conan movie, and it looked like him on the thumbnail. but I don't know if that's true. But I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to look it up on IMDb right now because I'm that guy. I have access to the internet right here, so I might as well look it up. I'm more curious about the new movie that I was telling you I wanted. Oh, here it is. It is with Jake Gyllenhaal. Jake Gyllenhaal, and it is called, where is it?
I don't know.
Upcoming. It is In the Gray. That's what it's called. That looks really good. And I don't see anything about Conan, so I must have been wrong on that. But I do know he is in, he's like, they're doing a Voltron movie that he's going to be in. And definitely Highlander. So that'll be cool. I think Highlander is going to be a show, though, not a movie. Oh. My dad is Darth Vader. Henry Cavill was amazing in The Witcher. I refuse to watch Thor's brother. I know. We haven't watched it either. And I won't. Cavill's the new James Bond. Is there another choice? You're not into James Bond. I love James Bond movies. I'm not obsessed with them, but I love them. I cannot understand for the life of me why anybody else would be chosen to be 007. Like, of course it should be him.
That one guy that played, and he was bald, and he had the beard. You reminded me of him when you did that.
What?
I don't know. Pretty sure he played.
I don't remind you of anybody that played.
He used to play James Bond, but then he got older.
Well, they all did.
And
Sean Connery?
Yeah.
Get out of here with that nonsense. That poop coming out of your mouth.
I will Google him.
I know who Sean Connery is.
I'm looking
and I know
up.
I don't look anything like him. So
I'm going to Google
Sean Connery was a beautiful man. Don't misunderstand me. I met him.
Bald with a beard.
This lady. I met him at the U.S. Capitol building when he received the William Wallace Award at the U.S. Capitol, and he was wearing a kilt when I met him. And I didn't really meet him. I just said, "Hey, big fan."
Okay,
and he said,
maybe
"Thank you."
You're a
And
lot younger than him, but I thought for an older guy, he was very, very good looking. So you're welcome.
I mean, I'm not saying it is an insult to be compared to him. I'm just saying no. There's no. If you said Paul Giamatti, I would be like, okay, I get it. I understand, but not the late, great Sean Connery.
No, you reminded me. Of course, you look way younger.
He's 78 years old in that picture.
You're welcome. I said you looked younger. Jeez.
She thinks I look like everyone that is a white bald guy with a beard.
Whatever.
I watched a documentary about Bill Goldberg the other day, and people have said that. Nobody's ever said I look like him, but people have been like, "Oh, bald white guy, beard." Even though Goldberg, he had the thing with the thing, you know.
Yeah.
He didn't have the full beard. He's still very much alive, but no, I don't look anything like Bill Goldberg. It's just another bald white guy. Steve Austin, every white bald guy.
Yeah. What?
Bruce Willis, people have said.
Huh? I don't see that.
No, I don't either, but that's what they've said.
All right. So, Z-Man said, I appreciate the two of you immensely. I am owned by 4 cats. My oldest cat has been listening to your voice for the past 14 years. He is 20. Oh, that is the sweetest thing ever. I love your cat. Aw, that's so sweet.
I mean, Lisa does like handsome older guys. Let her live her best life. You should be flattered, John. Hey, listen, anyone on planet Earth, any man that is compared in any way to Sean Connery should be flattered by that. All I'm saying is, I don't see it. Not even close. First of all, dude was like 6'6". So there's that. He was also thin and in shape until the day he died. Not me. It's not, it's just Paul Giamatti. I see it. Paul Giamatti, known for being a great actor, not necessarily being a looker. I'm just saying. Love that guy. Great actor. Fantastic in Billions, John Adams. Forget about it. Everything I've seen him in, he's been really good.
He was good in John Adams.
John Adams is one of the best things that's ever been produced for television, ever. I mean, it was so good. I've watched it like 3 times, the whole series all the way through. It's so good. And he's fantastic in that. But he's not, he's not known for being a looker like Sean Connery is.
Yeah. You're welcome. Janice Lundberg has been a member for 71 months and counting. Much love. Janice, hi. I'm glad you're here because I was going to tell you, and I'll tell you while you're here, thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate that for the kitties. That was just so sweet of you. Thank you.
You do not look like Goldberg. No. If I insinuated that I believe I look like Bill Goldberg, I'm sorry if I did that. I didn't mean to do that. I'm going to say a 3-letter word that people aren't going to appreciate.
Ass.
Bill Goldberg was the baddest ass dude I've ever seen in my life. He made me interested in wrestling for about a year in the 90s. Oh, that dude is it as far as I'm concerned. I don't think I look anything like him. But what is he? A bald white guy. I'm compared to all the bald white guys.
The Rock made me like wrestling.
Yeah. I mean, I don't blame you. Where's your flower horn, John? Yeah, it didn't happen. I even said it in the
Oh, that's
in the
hilarious. Video. Oh, I remember that. I remember that too. And I was thinking,
when the boxes came of fish, this is a little spoiler alert for Sunday's video coming up. The boxes that were organized by Whip's World, and Whip's World is the reason why this happened. And he organized it with Predatory Fins and with Lisa.
I did nothing except be here and keep a secret.
She filmed me getting the boxes off the porch. And the shipping label actually had his name on it.
Yeah.
And so I saw that, and it didn't spoil what was inside the box, but I knew just by looking at the shipping label right when I saw the box that it was a gift from Westworld. Yeah. And I said that in the video, and she asked me, what do you think it is? And I said, well, it's probably a flower horn, because I know he's been trying to, he's been singing the praises of flower horns for so long and all of this. And so that's what I thought it was. But I also very quickly said, if it's not a flower horn, I'm totally fine with that. Like I'm not going to be disappointed if it's not. But okay, Daily Fish Co., it's getting annoying at this point. So stop. I'm sorry. It was funny for a bit. It's not funny anymore. So you look like Vin Diesel with a beard. That I'll take. I'll take that. Even though I don't agree. I'll take that over Paul Giamatti. I just looked up Paul Giamatti. I see what you're saying, John. Yeah, isn't that a shame? I can't think of the female equivalent. It's not like Paul Giamatti is a pig. But, he's
a good actor.
He's a great actor. Phenomenal. I've loved him in everything I've seen him in. I have no issue whatsoever being able to look at another man and say, daggone it, that's a beautiful man right there. Jake Gyllenhaal, Patrick Swayze, rest his soul, was one of the GOATs as far as being a looker of a man goes.
Patrick Swayze, definitely.
Of course, the obvious ones, the Brad Pitts, the George Clooney's, all very good-looking men. I have no problem admitting that.
Not Brad Pitt.
I mean, Brad Pitt in Fight Club, forget about it. Every single man that's watching this live stream right now, I don't know how many people are watching, but half of them, at least half of them, probably more than half are men. Every single one of them was like, oh, if I could look like Tyler Durden, I would do it in a heartbeat. Every single man is thinking that right now. And if you're not thinking that, it's because you don't know who Tyler Durden is. Look it up. We would all do anything we could do to look like that man.
Not me. I don't want to look like him.
I said men, very clearly. It was very clear out of my mouth, every man. I happen to know for a fact, and I am very thankful every day, you are not a man.
That's true.
So I wasn't talking to you.
No.
So butt out.
Whoa, buddy.
The Rock. The Rock's a beautiful man too. I mean, steroids and all. Beautiful man. That's another one I've met in person. Surprised at how he was not taller than me. I know. That sounds crazy. Because you see on TV, he's 6'2" or 6'6". No, he's not. Nope. I stood right next to him. He was not 6'3". He's probably about 5'11". Very big man. And I would not say anything to his face other than, yes, sir, you're beautiful. But I wouldn't be looking up at him to do it unless I was sitting down.
That's hilarious.
What about Stanley Tucci? You could probably be mistaken for him too. No, you know who looks like Stanley Tucci? Daggone it, I'm forgetting his name. The Aquascaper. Oh, come on. The brothers, they live in Austin. ADG. What is his name? The one that stole your design for the Aquascape at Aquashella. He didn't.
Jeff Sinsky?
Yes, Jeff Sinsky. That dude is a carbon copy of Stanley Tucci. And when I met him for the first time, not Stanley Tucci, but Jeff, I was like, I'm blown away by how much you look like. And he said Stanley Tucci before I even said it. I was like, yep, that man is,
It's funny.
yep. He cut from the same mold. Chris Hemsworth might be the most beautiful man in existence. I mean, he's just, come on, let's be honest. Oscar Isaac, Brandon Lee, Chris Cornell, and early Nicolas Cage are gorgeous. I mean, okay. I have to mention this. I literally just today, this morning, printed Brandon Lee's head on my 3D printer. It's true.
Really?
100%. I absolutely did that because I printed out. He's the one that plays Eric Draven. He plays on the main character in The Crow. Rest his soul. He passed away during the filming of that movie.
Yeah.
And I printed his head 2 times on my FDM printer, and his hair, it just wouldn't work. And so as a test, I printed him on the resin printer this morning, and it's perfect.
Can you put him on that?
What?
You can put him on the body, though? That's
what's meant to go on that body. Yeah. It's a statue of him. It even says in memory of Brandon Lee on the bottom.
No, I'm talking about his face. You can do it on a different printer.
Yeah.
That's not... Oh.
Yep. That statue is like 28 inches tall. And everything was already done except for the head. And I printed the head this morning. So really excited about that.
Ew.
So said you look like Corey Stahl, House of Cards. Tom Segura, I've heard that. You know who looks more like Tom Segura? Bob Steenfott. Bob Steenfott and Tom Segura look like brothers. Graham Elliott, whoever that is. I don't know who 3 of those people are.
Well, I wanted to say thank you very much to Dennis for the 10 gifted memberships. Thank you. And Jason, VA Dirt Fishing, Keku, Aditya Tanwani, Sarah Salmon, something, Frisco Dog, Etta Scott, Matt Croston, Josh Zoo, and Kevin Hain are the recipients of those gifted memberships. Whew.
Okay, Corey Stahl.
Thank you.
I know who that is. No, I do not look like him. Just another bald white guy. Good looking black guy. Good looking really? English. Good looking bald white guy. But he doesn't look like me. Let's see who Graham Elliott is. It's probably some big fat guy. Oh, for crying out loud, the chef? Now that's just mean. Hasn't he lost a bunch of weight, though? Yeah, he has. He was from that show with Gordon Ramsay. And who in the world would think I look like him?
I think you look like Gordy Scaper, the Seachem guy.
That's just another one. I love his accent. That's just another bald white guy. He's full of tattoos.
With a beard.
He is a more muscular guy than I am. We've met him a couple times. Good dude.
I've never met him, only you have.
Oh, I've met him a few times. Good dude. I don't think I look like him, though.
I think in pictures, I don't know, probably not in person as much, but in pictures, yeah.
Again, bald white guy. That's all it is. That's all we have in common. He's a much better aquascaper than me, has much better tattoos than me, and a much cooler accent than me. He's got everything going for him.
Oh.
Yes, Eric Draven, I love the crow. Me too.
Yeah, but you got me.
I know.
There you go.
So I went, well, I shouldn't say that because I don't know what his wife looks like, but if he's married, I don't.
So what are you trying to say? If she was better
I'm
looking,
saying I'm not trying to insult him.
winning?
I don't want to insinuate I have a better looking wife than him. Of course, I think you're better looking than anybody, but I don't want to insult. Come on.
Stop
really?
digging a hole.
I know.
Stop digging
I
a
didn't
hole.
dig it. You put the shovel in the ground. I didn't do it.
I'm just messing with you.
Henry Cavill is beautiful, but also terrifying as the Witcher. I mean, terrifying? I don't know. I mean, he's kind of supposed to be when he drinks the potion and he becomes the whole thing. Okay, but I didn't see it as terrifying. But you're a baby, Tony, so maybe that's why you were scared of that. You're probably scared of little Chucky too, aren't you? I bet you are. Tony's too young to know what real scary movies were. Like real scary characters. I plan on 3D printing models of all of them. I already have the Freddy Krueger and the Jason Voorhees file. I still need Michael Myers.
Yes.
I need to buy the American Werewolf in London. And they're all coming. They'll all be on the shelf in the background in my office whenever I do videos in there. It's just a matter of waiting until it happens.
Yes.
What is your number one? I don't know what this says. Number one tip for people just starting. I've been watching a couple of your For Dummies videos and just got my first tank today. See, it wasn't a 3D printing question or Superman or Paul Giamatti or Sean Connery. The number one tip that anyone should give any new fish keeper, and if they give you any tip other than this, I'm sorry, they're wrong. I don't care who it is. Familiarize yourself inside out and upside down with the nitrogen cycle.
Oh, to start off with, yeah.
Because if you don't know that, if it doesn't click with you, you're going to be gone within 18 months because everybody is. All of the frustrations that happened in this hobby happen by people that don't understand the nitrogen cycle. So learn that. It's not hard.
And patience. Many people have said that.
Patience, yeah, absolutely.
Definitely. Patience and the nitrogen cycle, for sure.
That is by far the most important thing to know. And if you understand how to do that, everything else is a cakewalk.
Yep. You'll get through it. You might lose a few fish in the beginning, which is not fun, and it will make you want to give up, but don't. Just learn from it and keep going.
Print the Juggernaut. I've seen a couple of Juggernaut files, and they're so huge. And I'm not a tremendous Juggernaut fan. I'm not a Juggernaut hater either, but I'm not opposed to it. I just had to check on my print here and make sure everything's okay.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, you're kind of starting to be able to see the tail.
Oh, yeah.
The tail is here. But yeah, still nobody guessed what that printer is. I'm ashamed of all of the resin printer people that are in here right now.
I don't know what it is.
Well, because you're not a 3D printer
I've
person.
heard you even say it multiple times, and I don't know. I got a burp.
Do it. Let it rip. Go ahead.
No.
Like a man, just bah! Do it.
No.
For everybody.
Only in private. With you around.
At the dinner table. What about Phantasm or Carrie? Great movies. I don't know that. I mean, a Carrie 3D print would be. I mean, the only thing to do would be the blood scene, and that would be really scary. Like, that would be almost like our grandkids come in the room and they'd be like, I don't want to go in Papa John's office anymore because of that lady with the blood. I don't know. But
My gosh, speaking of grandkids, that's one of my grandkids was here last weekend, and she's a hoot. Yeah. She's 3, and I was driving with her, and I had to back up out of the parking spot. I wasn't in my car, I was in my daughter's car. We switched because the car seat was in her car, and she was in the parking lot too, but anyway, she told me when I was backing out, she was like, don't forget, you don't have a camera like your car and everything. So, and I was like, I know, I could do this. And she knows me. I've backed into trees and stuff. So she was like worried about her car. So anyways, I was backing out of the parking space at the grocery store, and I'm taking my time and I'm backing out. And Izzy says, Mimi, are you doing it right? And I was just like, yes, I'm doing it right. But it was just so funny. She was like being a little smart aleck. Are you doing it right?
John Wick bloody. I want to do a John Wick model so bad. If I could pick one, it would be him in the white t-shirt
I'm bleeding.
with the sledgehammer.
scary.
Good Lord. With the sledgehammer busting up the floor. If somebody did that, I would love to do that. But I don't think anybody, I can't do my own sculpting. I've seen a couple of John Wick files that look really good. But if I could choose, that's what it would be. It would be when he decides to go back. Anybody that's seen the movie knows what that means. And he's busting up the floor. Just think about that. With the sledgehammer in his hand, hitting the floor, that'd be so perfect. Like, why somebody hasn't sculpted that yet, I don't know. Maybe they have, and I just haven't found it. Resin is said to be much more toxic in the printing process. Please take care. Oh, believe me, I have. Yeah. And it is said to be more toxic, but nobody really knows yet. And, you know, I will have contracted cancer and died by the time they figure it out. So
Oh, don't say that, because I don't want it either.
somebody's going to have to figure out what to do with all these daggone prints I've done. Y'all are going to be like, I don't want to deal with these. Let's just sell them on Craig's or Facebook Marketplace. How about printing Venom? I would love to do a Venom. Love it. Because Venom's great.
Hey, wasn't he in Spider-Man?
He was originally a Spider-Man character, but
Yeah.
but I mean, I guess it is the first time he showed up in movies was Spider-Man 3. So the symbiote showed up in the movies anyway. Tim Curry Pennywise. I have that on my list 100%
For me.
for her. I haven't found the right one yet, but Keanu as Constantine would be cool.
Keanu's
a
just
John
cool.
Constantine, a Neo, and a John Wick. I'm going to have a lot of Keanu Reeves models on my shelves at some point, because those are three characters that nobody that paints 1/6 scale models, those are like a rite of passage. You have to do a Neo.
Cool chips.
You have to do a Constantine.
I just want one of him holding a cat, because he does do a lot of that stuff, and he donates and stuff for cats.
If there was one of him holding a cat, I would print it for you.
I'll find it.
I did find one today of Deacon St. John, which I plan on getting. You don't know who that is, but he's very important to me, and I will be doing that at some point. Johnny Utah. Yeah, that would be fun, but I don't think anybody's ever done that sculpt. That's from Point Break. That would be good, but I don't think that's a thing.
Oh, yeah, he was good in there with Patrick Swayze. That's a really good idea, Excali Kev. Dorothy, Tin Man, Scarecrow, and the Lion. And Toto.
That is a really cool idea. I just got it. I started following a couple of Patreons, and they give away a lot of models. And one of them is the Ghostbusters. And it's all four. And it has the gargoyles from the top of the building. And they all have their photon packs. And it's really cool. And it's huge. That's what she said. Because it's all four of them. And they're all 1/6 scale. So it's going to be a mammoth by the time it's done. And I don't even know when I'm going to do it, because it's going to take freaking 2.5 weeks to print it out, because it's so many parts. But I love the idea of the Wizard of Oz. I think that would be great. And I'm sure there's a file out there.
Oh,
I'm sure it's there.
Be. Oh, that's a good idea.
And then they'd be on the yellow brick road. I mean, it's perfect. Like that's a 3D printer's dream.
That is such. Oh, Michael said, or maybe the nativity scene. And you know what? I just thought,
that'd be a great
I
Christmas
need a
present.
manger. You can make me a manger for my nativity scene that I have. I need a manger. You're making me a manger.
Am I?
You're making me a manger.
Let's see. Oh, that's funny. I type in the Wizard of Oz, and the first thing that pops up is a Dorothy with her boobs out. There's a lot of perverted 3D printer people out there. Let me tell you something.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I don't mind looking at it, but I'm also not a weirdo.
Oh my gosh.
I don't see it, which is wild. Like, how would they not have that? Doesn't mean it's not out there, but it's not on this website. There is a Hedwig, though.
Are you looking up the Wizard of Oz?
I typed in the Wizard of Oz. And seeing a lot of Harry Potter. Wonder why. Yeah, don't see Wizard of Oz. Weird. It's 9:33. What do you want to do?
What do you mean?
We've done our time. We're on overtime now.
Oh wow, overtime.
Harry from Harry and the Hendersons. That's funny.
Oh my
I mean, I
gosh.
might as well just do a Chewbacca.
Or a Sam Squanch.
It's true. Greta Thunberg. And it was just say, "How dare you!"
Dennis said, better than the Scarecrow with their boobs out. That's hilarious.
I apologize for being dumb. My dad really is John Daly.
But not
But not that John
Yeah.
Daly. No, it was funny, but then it got old. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not yelling at you. I'm just saying it was funny in the beginning, but then it was like, okay, it's run its course, dude. Let it go.
Oh.
My pop says John Daly, but not the alcoholic golfer.
See?
Not an alcoholic and not the golfer.
Right.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of John Daly's out there. Edward Scissorhands, what a great idea. See, that's why this 3D printer is a problem. This new hobby for me is a problem because there is so many things I want to do.
I know.
It never ends. It never stops.
I saw something on Facebook the other day that was hilarious from one of the cat groups I'm in. And a lady was like, I needed a litter box scooper, pooper scooper thing. And I guess hers had broke or whatever. So she had her husband 3D print her a litter scooper instead of going out to like Petco and buying one. I thought, it's an idea. I just feel like it would be too flimsy, like plasticky.
Oh, no. You can make a good, strong one.
Really? You're going to make me one?
I said no such thing. I'm saying
thanks.
I'm saying someone
Can you
could.
make me like 10? Because I've got a lot of litter boxes.
Okay, I'll make those and I'll take that back and put them right next to Pennywise.
No.
Did you do Jack Skellington already? I wanted to do him. That sounded weird. Don't clip that. For my daughter, who was a big fan. But if you think about that character, he's so thin that I don't think the FDM printer would have been able to do that. But the resin printer can. And so maybe for Christmas this year, I'll do that for her. I have never seen that movie. I know that's like blaspheme because I've never heard anybody say anything bad about that movie. But
What movie is it?
Nightmare Before Christmas, the Tim Burton movie.
I just couldn't watch it. I couldn't get into it.
I've never seen it. It's not for any reason. I just haven't. So, but I thought about making that for her. And then I just didn't because I didn't think
I know
the printer would do
exactly
it.
who you're talking about because
The
when
super
I think
skinny skeleton guy in
with
the
the
suit.
striped suit.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
You should make a 3D printing channel. That I'm not going to do.
Sure.
No, I'm not. I'm going to 3D print occasionally fish and show them on the KG Tropicals channel. That's a lot of fun to do. And this printer is in my setup right now because of that. Very fortunate position I'm in as a YouTuber. Still nobody's guessed. I'm going to leave this up here. I know there's got to be somebody in here like Waterbox. Chris Palmer isn't in here. He doesn't watch these anymore. There's got to be somebody that knows that build plate. Come on. If you're a resin printer, you know that build plate.
It looks like a building in a city, not a printer. Like a parking deck.
I suppose.
Yeah.
It's printing so good. But I can't really see the fish. But I'm being truthful with y'all. This build plate right here actually has 3 fish on it. Spoiler alert. I'm making one for me this time.
Did you say what it was?
Nope.
Oh.
I'm making one for me. I'm making one for a friend. And I'm making one to give away to a subscriber. Just like I did with the Oscar. But this time, I'm not going to just do it for me. Or just do it to give away. I'm going to do one for me too. Because last time I was like...
Excuse me, I didn't mean to yawn. That's rude.
I was like, man, I really don't want to give this Oscar away. But I had to because I was obligated. And it was really sad to see him go. So I'm not going to make that mistake again.
But he went to a really good place.
I could not be happier. And I also want so badly, it's not an Elegoo. It's not a bad guess because of the thick build plate, but no, it's not. I wanted to do one for Whip's World, and him and I could not come to an agreement of what that fish would be. And so I'm going to make him something else. And I already know what that is, and it's going to be fun. But it's not ready yet. It's going to take me a little bit. You have thank yous you want to say?
Yeah, and you do too.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yes. I need to say that. Let me say that now.
I know.
Is he still here?
He'll watch the replay.
Joe Provenzano. See, this is why I've got so many people that spoil me, and they spoil her. Curtis Crump, Whips World, Joe Provenzano, Dennis McKelvey. We could go through the whole list of people. And I don't like going through the list because then we forget people and then I feel bad. But Joe Provenzano, just out of nowhere, I get a box. This has been happening to me on my porch from Amazon, which I'm not mad about because I've ordered it from there too. That was 4 spools of filament for my 3D printer. I mean, come on. That is the most perfect thing in the world to buy for me
really
right
nice.
now. So
He was trying so hard to figure out what to get you, and he asked me for an idea because, you know, he was just trying to figure it out. And I was like, and there was something in particular that he did want to do, but I was like, I don't know, and I had no idea how to figure that out. So I gave him another idea. I didn't know he was going to get that much, though, but I thought that was so sweet because he was, like, determined. So that was really nice of him.
finally, somebody guessed it. It is the Uniformation GK3. That is the camera and build plate from that. That is I'm very fortunate. They sent me that to show in videos. And it's been something that's been in the works for a long time. And it just finally happened. I just got it on Wednesday. Tuesday it showed up. And then they also sent me some resin to start out with. And that showed up on Wednesday. You want to talk about a difficult situation? I was explaining it to her. It's like having a car delivered on a trailer with no wheels. Like,
Right. You did say that.
I've got this magnificent piece of equipment sitting here, and I can't do anything with it because I don't have any resin for it. So that was tough. But it came in on Wednesday, and now I'm printing 3 fish on it, and it's amazing. And I printed Eric Draven's head today. So
That is so cool.
So
Well,
Joe, if you're ever looking for something again and you ask her, she's going to recommend resin next time
No.
off Amazon.
No.
'Cause resin ain't cheap.
Oh,
But I don't need any more gifts from you, Joe Provenzano. You've spoiled us enough. Knock it off.
he's so sweet.
Spend some money on yourself. You have my permission.
Yes, do that. But I want to say thank you because people do nice things for me, for the kitties, and it's so helpful. I wanted to say thank you to Jerry Goebel and Ann for donating through PayPal. And I wanted to, again, say thank you to Janice Lundberg for donating. You donated to the GoFundMe, and that was really sweet of you. I still have that up for the GoFundMe barn expansion because I'm lazy and I haven't taken it down yet because the names are still on there, and I have a reason why I'm keeping it up. I need these names for a special project that I'm going to do. Anything that goes over that goes to the cats still. I promise it goes to medical expenses and cat food and kitty litter and everything. So thank you very much. Also, thank you to Curtis Crump, Joe Provenzano, Sherry Coleman, Robert Wayman, Lisa Meow, and Vincent Dunn for donating kitty food and treats and all that good stuff to the cats because it makes a difference. I've got 15 cats here, plus the strays I feed, plus the gas station cats, which are anywhere from 10 to 15 cats. So trust me, your donations make a huge difference with helping these cats, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
Have you figured out the Manhattan problem? What are we talking about? What Manhattan problem? The Dr. Manhattan problem? It's on my list of models to do, too.
Oh.
You don't know about Dr. Manhattan, so you just can't even talk about him. Don't you
I
talk
don't-
about
I
him.
don't know. I don't know who you're talking about.
He's a character from a comic book. Somebody asked when we're going to be selling fish. We're getting fish this week coming up. I would anticipate 4 to 5 weeks from that point.
Yeah.
Just like Dennis McKelvey said. Expect 5. That way, if it happens in 4, it's a bonus. But I will do a video, which will be the, hey, guess what? They're live. They're here. They're ready. Please order them because we're broke. By that time, we will be. That's what's going to happen. That video might be on a Tuesday. It might be a Sunday video. I don't know what it's going to be, but that's going to happen. And then there will be subsequent videos that are going to be explaining everything. It's something that I did not do. Well, I mean, I kind of did, but I also didn't do it very well last time we were doing this. I want to make very detailed acclimation videos, what to expect when you order fish videos, those kind of things, how we pack them, all of that is all coming. But, we kind of need to have the fish first. So
I can't wait to go check on them again.
I'm going up either Wednesday or Thursday to the airport to pick up our first import. And it's going to be very exciting.
I meant to check on not the imported ones, but the ones we got from our distributor. So,
yeah, and you need to go do that because it's 9:46. We got to get out of here.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody paying us overtime tonight.
You're silly. But anyways, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate you hanging out with us and all that good stuff. But thank you to the moderators. Y'all have been on point tonight. We appreciate that. And thank you to gifted memberships and people becoming members and the super chats. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, Webb said he's getting paid overtime. Because he's working.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, he's working.
Are you watching this while working and getting paid overtime? That's the best.
You're going to tell him.
That's okay. I'm calling your boss. No, what could be better than that? Watching a live stream while getting paid overtime.
Just like listening with earbuds.
Of course, just listening.
Yeah.
Of course. Right. Yeah, of course.
Working and lurking, you said.
Nice. All right. Did you say goodbye to everybody?
I did. Bye.
Okay. Bye, everybody. We'll see you Sunday. And that's videos all about Whips World. And Whips World makes an appearance in that video. So you're going to have to watch that. It's coming up this Sunday.